Shifting focus to the Horn of Africa, where Ethiopia is growing uneasy amidst disputes with neighbouring Somalia and Egypt. Last week, Ethiopia made a veiled attack on rivals, seemingly towards Cairo and Mogadishu, warning them against any invasion attempt in the country. But in the latest, it has issued an explicit warning against Egypt. Ethiopia has said Egypt must abandon its aggressive approach toward a controversial hydroelectric dam on the River Nile. The dam is at the heart of the conflict between the two countries. It has been for years. Last week, Egypt took the issue to the UN as it lodged a complaint against the dam construction by Ethiopia. Ethiopia has now responded to this complaint. It has rejected what it calls a litany of unfounded allegations from Cairo. The dispute between the two countries goes back to 2011. When Ethiopia started building a vast dam called the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam on the Blue Nile. The Blue Nile is a tributary from where 85% of the Nile's water flows. Now, the huge project is said to be the largest hydroelectric plant in Africa. It is more than a mile long and 145 meters high. The dam is nearing its completion. Its reservoir has been filling with water since 2020 and has already started generating power. But Egypt sees this dam as an existential issue. Egypt relies almost entirely on the Nile River for its water, and it fears that the Ethiopian dam could disrupt the flow of water, and such concerns have also been raised by Sudan. But for Ethiopia, the dam is an integral part of its efforts to develop the country and to get electricity to millions of households amid shortages. Multiple diplomatic efforts to reach a binding deal between Egypt and Ethiopia have not succeeded. Tensions have particularly worsened at this point as Egypt is forging closer ties with Ethiopia's neighbour Somalia. Ethiopia and Somalia are also locked in a dispute. And Mogadishu is miffed over a port deal that Addis Ababa signed with Somaliland, which is Somalia's breakaway region seeking independence. Ethiopia has agreed to recognize Somaliland in exchange for its port, but the deal has infuriated Somalia, which has Egypt's support over the years. Now, last month, Cairo sent military aid to Mogadishu amid tensions with Addis Ababa. Cairo also plans to send peacekeeping troops to Somalia to fight Islamist group al-Shabaab. Currently, Ethiopian troops are deployed in Somalia as part of an African Union mission for the same purpose. But this mission will end next year, and Somalia has ruled out Ethiopian troops' renewed participation until the deal with Somaliland is cancelled. So Ethiopia is troubled while two of its rivals grow closer. Even though there have been efforts for diffusing the tensions, no breakthrough has been achieved. Instead, a verbal war has ramped up.